Round Table family, back with another reaction video. Today reacting to Feds Alert's Durk, Lil Durk. Lil Durk paid for another killing to avenge his brother D-Thing. Before we even get into the video, I want to say RTL, thank you for 2,600 subscribers. We just hit that shit tonight actually, so I want to say thank y'all, and that's why I want to switch it up and do some other content in Dallas. Let's get into the video. Feds Alert's Lil Durk paid for another killing to avenge his brother D-Thing. Dickhead shit. Hold on, bro. Got a question.
Pop's biggest superstars now indicted on murder for hire. Represented by a man known as the billion-dollar lawyer, whose clients range from celebrities to the president. A battle will be taking place in a federal courtroom, and prosecutors have now unsealed and announced their latest move towards victory. What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Durk gonna beat this shit. On some bullshit shit. I feel like he gonna beat it, and that's just gonna take him to just a whole nother level. Just because already in the case, you see they was moving sloppy because they say he was trying to flee the country, but then his lawyer was like, nah, he was actually going to Dubai, and he was just trying to get better seats and shit on the plane. Even if it is a lie, it's not like nigga had his ducks in a row, so we'll see. But the lawyer he got too, they saying but the official, you know what I'm saying? They saying but the official. And one of the most important pieces, like, obviously they got motive because of Vaughn, but the song that they tried to say was, made after the retaliation, the alleged retaliation. It was actually made 8 months prior to the Lil Pop situation. So, which is major though, and I ain't gonna cap. I wasn't expecting it.
I'm rocking with me, and for this video, we're gonna be speaking on the feds alleging Lil Durk has been involved in another murder for hire after getting revenge for his brother's death. As we all know, Durk has been taken down by the feds and charged with ordering/funding the broad day execution of Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pab. Cameras would capture the hunting, shooting, and aftermath at the scene. Lyrics would fuel rumors, leading to conspiracies, and 3 words would seemingly curse Durk. But further investigation would reveal Durk's blood money went beyond just one killing. June 6, 2021, roughly 40 minutes from downtown Chicago, was the small city of Harvey, Illinois. Just after midnight outside of a nightclub, an on-scene officer would observe a man with a gun. Attempting to confront the suspect, the officer was shot in the thigh and gunfire erupted. After the smoke settled, 32-year-old Dante Banks, the older brother of Lil Durk, lay dead with a gunshot to the head. 2 years later, the FBI's Chicago Homicide Task Force would file a cell phone search warrant relating to the murder of a man named Stephon Mack. On January 27, 2022, Mack was leaving the Youth Peace Center in Roseland on the far south side of Chicago. 2 men exited a parked stolen vehicle and opened fire. 24-year-old Mack died at the scene. The shooters would abandon the stolen vehicle, fleeing the scene on foot in 2 separate directions. The FBI would identify the shooters as 24-year-old Anthony Montgomery and 23-year-old Preston Powell. Anthony would unintentionally leave his cell phone in the vehicle before committing the murder. 3 minutes after...
My bad, I could just tell Cole on the right. That boy holler,
and 23-year-old Preston Powell. Anthony would unintentionally leave his cell phone in the vehicle before committing the murder. 3 minutes after the murder, Preston would call the cell phone 3 times. 34 minutes after the murder, Anthony's girlfriend would report the phone stolen. So who was Stephon Mack? According to the FBI, at the time of his death, Mack was the leader of the Smashville GDs, a small faction of gangster disciples that controlled territory from 83rd to 87th and Ashland Ave to Damon. Mack had been released from federal prison a year before his death and was enrolled as a Young Peace Center participant. The YPC he was killed in front of was a non-profit organization offering youth-related workshops, mentoring teens and teaching youth skills to avoid conflict and violence. Most likely a condition of his federal prison release, being gunned down in front of a building that teaches teens to avoid violence just shows the true brutality of Chicago. Federal agents would make use of a confidential human source, otherwise known as an informant. He'd worked with the FBI for over 5 years, and in that time has been paid $12,000 for his services, meaning he's been snitching full-time. A confidential human source, otherwise known as an informant. He'd worked with the FBI for over 5 years, and in that time has been paid $12,000 for his services, meaning he's been snitching full-time for only $2,400 a year. A former gang member with one conviction for carrying a firearm, the informant has provided accurate and reliable information on numerous violent acts carried out by gang members on the south side of Chicago that has been verified by law enforcement and used to federally prosecute many. This informant would identify Anthony Montgomery as a member of Mike City, a small faction of black disciples that control territory from South 85th to South 87th, and from Carpenter to Sangamon Street on the south side. Anthony can be seen in a photo with Lil Durk, and according to the informant, the leader of Mike City could be seen in Durk's music video for Aha. The second killer of Mac, Preston Powell, has also lived within Mike City territory, and at the time of the murder resided in an area known as Risky Road. According to the informant, Lil Durk was and still is offering money for anyone to kill those responsible for his brother D-Thang's death, and more specifically, for any gangster disciple that's killed. The informant advised the FBI D-Thang was killed by members of Dump Street, a GD faction on the south side. One Dump Street member in particular was a close associate of murder victim Stephon Mack. According to records and information provided by YPC, Mack arrived just after noon, and roughly 2.5 hours later, a black tinted Chrysler arrived in the parking lot, waiting 40 minutes for Mack to exit the building. As the gunfire erupted, Mack ran for his life only to be chased down and shot to death with a Ruger AR-556 rifle. Immediately following the killing, the shooter was captured on ring camera yelling, "Marley, yo, come on, Marley." The rifle used would be recovered in a vacant lot east of the YPC. When the gunfire initiated, a YPC security guard attempted to intervene, only to be shot in the leg by the second shooter. With Anthony leaving his cell phone behind, investigators would recover communication with whom they found to be Anthony's girlfriend. She'd be interviewed, informing law enforcement that Anthony went by the nickname AJ. Fingerprints were recovered from a white cup left in the stolen Chrysler belonging to Preston. According to the informant, Preston went by the name JB Marley or Marley, as could be heard by AJ, who was captured on ring camera yelling Marley after killing Mac. So federal investigators were confident that AJ gunned down Mac with the rifle, while Marley shot the security guard with a handgun. The feds would also make the connection to Lil Durk's song Aha, quoting his lyrics that they believe describe the murder of Mac, and hint at Durk openly bragging about paying for killings. 5 days after Mac was killed, the FBI would learn Anthony purchased a new phone and spoke with Preston as to when he'd be paid for the killing. Anthony's new phone would be seized during an unrelated arrest for fleeing from a stolen vehicle, and a search warrant would produce text to a number saved as Marley 2 saying, "What's up with OTF? Nothing. What you mean? They still paying? We waiting. He comes up here the 17th. On February 17th, AJ would again text Marley saying, "Stand on that while you with Durk them. Did Durk give you that money?" 2 weeks later, Mike City AJ would post a picture to his Facebook story with a large sum of cash and Lil Durk's song Aha playing. So to sum it up, Dumb Street text Marley saying, "Stand on that while you with Durk them. Did Durk give you that money?" 2 weeks later, Mike City AJ would post a picture to his Facebook story with a large sum of cash and Lil Durk's song Aha playing. So to sum it up, Dumb Street Puke, who's currently in jail fighting 2 murder charges, allegedly opened fire at Club O, killing Durk's brother D-Thang. Stephon Mack, a close associate of Dumb Street, would be murdered in an act of revenge by Mike City AJ, along with another man named Marley who shot a security guard during the hit. AJ left his cell phone behind, Marley left fingerprints, and AJ would later buy another phone where he texted Marley about being paid by Durk. At this time, Lil Durk has not been officially charged with funding the murder of Mack, but this information has been used to deny Durk bail and his federal murder for hire case and paint the image that Durk is as evil as any mob boss, using money and power to bury his enemies. Now this is a lot to take in, and the thing is, Durk wasn't even charged with this, so I don't know why this is being used as an example against him when they didn't have enough proof to indict him for it. I mean, from the text messages recovered, it doesn't even seem like anybody got paid for this, because the little amount of money he's showing, even if that's all hundreds, that's not like killing people money. That ain't no $50,000, that ain't no $10,000. That's...
Yeah, I'm confused as shit. What he's saying makes sense though, because if they had a note, they would have indicted him. So it's not like they're saying, yeah, he's also charged in Chicago for this. That don't make sense. That's just he said, she said at that point that they don't have enough to charge him. It's actually fucked up too. So technically, he should be able to get a bond, at least a bond with like strict ass regulations.
It's like $2,000. You know what I mean? He could have got that himself. He didn't need to get that from no Durk. So I feel like that post is just him trying to act like he got paid so he doesn't look pussy for not getting paid, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I don't know how they're using this against Durk and he hasn't been charged with it. And knowing Durk got the $1 billion lawyer on his side, I feel like his lawyer would easily pick that apart and make that go away. The thing is, they're trying to get Durk on anything they can. Being that this case is so brand new, I wouldn't be surprised if more shit comes to light, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
The new 2020.
I hope that nigga get out though, because he got kids, so you feel me? But I'm still confused though about that last part though. But for some reason I feel like he gonna beat that shit though. I don't know how, and the face is not known for missing, but I don't know though. That'd be mad wild if him and Thug beat that situation. This is the feds, bro. They're not done. I don't know. Right to the family. Thank you for the y'all showing to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, come here, post notifications. Thank y'all for 2,600 subscribers. Whatever content that you would like to see, let me know in the comment section. And also spam me with links. Spam my DM with links. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.